Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee, and today on the HermitCraft server, we return to our pinball machine. We had a fun time working on Ren the King's community projects last episode, but now we gotta get this cabinet in shape. We picked up a ton of birch last time, so we can get those studs in, hopefully, this episode. Also, I decided that, it might be fun to use tuff as kind of a graphite replacement. If you imagine writing on plywood to mark where you're going to drill holes, like logically you would do that with graphite because that's what pencils are made of. Now we don't have any pencils or graphite in Minecraft, but we do have tuff, which is the right kind of gray almost. So I kind of imagine I can just come over here, start marking this, and have it connect to where we need to cut in to the wood on the actual machine, right? Now, we've already measured out where the start button and the flipper buttons need to go, and we have a bunch of other holes that we still need to cut into the plywood here that we have not yet measured. So, we'll just go ahead and get started on that now. It's looking pretty promising. So we just connect this like so. Then we make a drill noise. Zzz. Is that a drill noise? Brrr. Zzz. Zzz. I don't know if I can make a drill noise. You know what? I'll do my impression of a Suma making a drill noise. Hello, wood. I'm a drill. No, that wasn't very good either. But either way, this shows roughly how thick the wood would be. The wood on this machine at this scale would be 5 blocks thick. So the hole that the button mounts would go into would be here. And then the button would protrude out like so. And, yeah, I was really just planning on coming over here and being like, oh boy, this is pretty tough drilling into this thing. I'm going to have to use a different voice this time because the Asuma voice wasn't even close, But, it's fine. We're doing great. We're doing great. So, anyway, let's go ahead and get some more holes drilled into this machine, get some more supports in place, and just, get this ready for general, additions and assembly. Time skip. Howdy, Pearl.
Howdy, Joe. How you doing?
Fantastic. Well, and yourself?
Doing pretty well. I just wanted to kind of come by and take a little bit of a visit because I've made a new shop service and I would like to advertise it to you. Are you open to advertising today?
You know what? I can always be open to whatever experience you want to share.
Okay, well that works out. Right, okay. I'm going to give you a scenario here, just like I have everyone else.
Sure,
right?
Sure.
I'm going to place this block down right here.
Okay.
Can I just ask, would you really like this block removed right now?
Not really. I mean, but you know what? I can tell it would make your life easier if I said yes. I was just thinking that's great because I could stand there and I could look down at my coin door on the pinball machine from a new angle. This is perfect. It's like, wow, you're just intuitive. Are you building a pedestal shop?
This is Saint said the same thing.
I'm sorry.
Okay, wait, what if I hold on? Let me just. Let's
do another take.
Choose another spot. Okay, I'm gonna put it right here. Wait, I'm flicking your maps around. I'm sorry. Hold on. Right here. There we go. Okay. You don't want this block here, right?
Oh, no, it's kind of obscuring my view of the text I worked really hard on.
Okay, there we go. Now we're talking. All right. So imagine you want this block gone, all right? And maybe you don't have an axe at the time. Maybe you just got to use your fists, and that's too annoying, right?
Right.
How about a service where you can call on someone to remove things for you?
Wow.
Yeah, and I can do that.
Who would I call? You?
You would call me, the cleaning lady Pearl, at your service. I can remove this for you just like this.
That was so fast.
I know, right? So you could, if you want a service to remove anything like forests, buildings, whatever, I can remove that for you.
Does it have to be something I own? Or let's say that I don't know, Cleo was on vacation for a week and I was like, hey, that Atlantis over there, kind of an eyesore.
Hopefully things within permission.
Oh, okay. I'll make sure that the papers are all in order.
Okay. Yeah. Make sure it's under permission first, and then maybe we can talk.
Fantastic. I will find all sorts of things. There's stuff all over the server that needs to go.
Okay. Well, you just let me know. You come to my shop. It is a Twinkly Trash level 3, brand new level on the top. Just go to the book there, stick your request in, and I'll get rid of it for you.
Can do. Thanks, Pearl.
Well, thank you. That's all it. I just wanted to advertise. That's all I came here for.
You did a fantastic job. You sold the heck out of it.
Ah, thanks, Joe. Good stuff. Well, I'll leave you to your business then. But thank you very, very much.
Can
I
do.
appreciate your time. Thanks,
Welcome.
Joe.
Bye.
Bye.
This one.
Howdy, Beef.
That's mine.
Wait, this one's yours, Cleo?
Oh, that one over here.
This
oh yeah,
the
this
one.
is section 9.
That's 8. This is 9.
I
The
don't
one that says
know.
cup. Yeah, of course you don't.
That would have saved me a lot of time. I live in this tunnel just like you guys.
No, we just don't go out much.
Yeah. Well, you're when you say you live around here, it's not around here necessarily. It's kind of
It's a little further down. It's just a tad bit.
just a
further down.
touch further down.
Down toward the end of the line.
Mm.
This feels awfully not gas proof.
Oh, I'm sure it's
No,
fine.
at least my one is gas proof. They can't see you anyway, so.
Okay, something
All right, here we
hit you
go.
already, Joe.
You too,
Ow.
Doc.
Yeah.
Welcome everybody
Has
to
this already
Total
started?
Chaos. Things are about to get wild, so buckle up. You are in for a treat.
Here we go.
I will count us in, and when the first dripstone falls, begin your battle. In 5, 4,
Oh.
3, 2.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
I'm dead.
Don't get wrecked.
I'm running toward Ethan. That's a bad idea.
I'm dead already.
Not doing it. Not doing it.
Yep. I think I.
Take that, Jevin. Have at me.
Taking so much damage.
Oh, that's not even the sword.
I've been skewered.
Oh gosh.
Cleo.
Oh gosh.
Oh no. The arrow was
Joe,
left.
RRP.
I am alive.
I'm alive.
I'm alive.
Skewered Joe, RRP.
This hurts. This
Oh,
is incredibly
man.
painful.
Who's it gonna
Very
be?
hot.
Oh no.
Very ow.
Surprise will
How'd you have
probably be
any
death.
time
No.
to fight?
Dude, that was so much fun. Oh my god.
Wow, that was
Selling
insane.
things.
Wow.
Still alive? Oh,
There he goes.
Oh.
Wow.
Again.
How many times can we play this before it has to be restocked?
I think we can play once more if everybody wants to grab another sword.
Quick.
Do we need to go before
get
it
armor
stops
again.
shooting?
No, we're gonna reset the whole thing. So we're gonna do the countdown
you said
yet again.
some
So.
dripstone, Cub. Some.
Yeah, some dripstone.
I saw a little bit.
All right, so grab a potion, grab some
So
berries.
no armor
and
got
stuff.
more
this time,
iron
right?
armor this time, or are we going in
No
naked?
armor this time. There will be less dripstone this time because it came down the first time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it's
Welcome
begun!
everybody to Total Chaos. Things are wild, so buckle up. You are in for a treat.
Oh,
I
this
will
is this
count us in,
record.
And when the first
I love-
dripstone
I love
falls,
Cub's
begin
game show
your
voice.
battle in 5,
Oh, baby.
4,
Jeff and
3,
teams.
Let's kill
is
Ethan.
so
Ether
fast.
teams.
chaos.
No.
Chaos!
Staying out here. Oh no.
Scar, that was fast. That was really
Oh,
fast.
there's lingering potions.
Oh,
Oh, I'm dying.
where's
no.
healing? Is this healing?
Ah,
Wait, is Doc the only one in there?
Is Doc the winner?
yeah,
Doc,
Doc's the one
yes. Oh no.
Chances of being hit by a stalactite.
Is that
I think that's
won.
it, Doc.
Yay!
Everybody's down, GG.
All right.
Well done.
Dr. Chaos.
Oh,
Well
my
done.
God.
Oh, there he goes.
Captain so
Chaos.
much fun.
Oh man.
Oh, that was so lucky.
Oh, so is it like randomized which pistons activate and drop the dripstone?
Yes. Yeah.
And is
There's
it
quite a bit
just
left,
Quite a
so.
few.
Throwing just
That's creative.
general drips down.
The redstone
Lord.
looked crazy before it was walled in.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you guys want to see how it works, yeah, basically, everything here is randomized. You can see there's dripstone that falls from above. This is controlled by soil hydration mechanics above here. So that randomizes the dripstone falling, and you can see the pistons firing randomly now as the soil dries out.
That's actually
What
neat.
the
Is that
heck?
what's doing it? I thought it was pumpkins growing or something.
No, it's actually
random things.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
that's cool.
exactly.
Yeah.
And so then we have a couple of different like things on the side. There is potion dispensers that are randomized here that have, fire resistance, lingering, potion, turtle masters, healing, instant damage. Those control those. There's 2 types of arrows. There's like just regular arrows from these dispensers in the front. And then there's barrage arrows, which is what Joe is standing on up here.
Ooh.
Did you? Why did you build it out of pumpkin?
Just so there's no like lighting updates, like it's all jack-o'-lanterns, and also, also just no mobs spawning. I didn't want any mobs like dropping in on us mostly. Yeah, firework array down below, which you guys might have seen a couple of fireworks going off.
Mm-hmm.
There's also
bit,
some
yeah.
skeletons that can sometimes shoot into the arena from outside. If you get too
How
close
many
to the edge.
how many fireworks did you craft for those?
There's 125,000 fireworks.
Wow, that's so many.
Is that all?
How many got used is the real question.
Probably less than 1,000, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, never have to restock it again. I mean,
But yeah, I'll never have to restock fireworks or arrows.
Oh gosh, I'm in the lava.
I actually want to check and
So how do
see.
you get the dripstone back? Do you have to manually place it again, or?
The dripstone you have to manually place, but it's all collected, so you don't have to collect anymore. It's all in these chests down here. You can see. Oh, there's Ethos'
Right.
head.
Okay.
Oh, this is also a head collector, by the way. There's Jevin's head. My head's in here somewhere.
Collect your quest. You did it.
Yes.
I was thinking to myself, Cub asked me about the legs on the pinball machine. And I was like, well, they'd be mostly underwater. And in fairness, they would be. But I realized that parts of the legs of the pinball machine would actually, go up along the sides of the front of the cabinet here and the back of the cabinet. And so I realized, if Cub's smart enough to create total chaos, maybe he has a point about the readability of the pinball machine as a pinball machine, being clearer if we can get these kind of basalt legs in here. So when we look at that from over here, the kelp is pretty heavily occluding the angle, and I don't love the way it rounds out at the top. I think I might, to really kind of give it a little bit of a rounder look here, I might actually have that one go like that. Yeah, that's how we do it. So let's clear out this kelp and then work on getting some more legs in. Time skip. I thought working on the legs and internals of the pinball machine would be a good start for this episode, but it turned out our friend Etho moved in with his base behind our machine. Uh-oh, time to start working on some more supports and getting some cutouts in for ventilation. Adding these 2 posts here really adds a lot to the 3-dimensionality of the back box. I'm feeling better about this on the whole. It kind of blends in to the back of the machine from some angles, but it really pops from others. And that's fine. It's the back of the machine. It's not supposed to draw too much attention. Now, speaking of things drawing attention, there's a bunch of air vents up here that I tried to measure out the circles and where they are in relation to the back box, and I got really in the weeds trying to do the actual circles without realizing that some of the circles were in the wrong places. Basically, almost everything I've done up here is wrong. And I think a big part of that is that I did not try to draft it out in any way. So let's talk about that. By trying to just come up here with a bunch of scaffolds and start putting the circles wherever I thought they went, I basically accidentally put a big circle on the outside. There's supposed to be a small circle, then a big circle, then a small circle, then a big circle, and it's all off. And I would have realized that I was doing it wrong if we had come in here and just used some of those tough blocks that we talked about earlier to pencil in a rough mark for the edge of each circle. I would have looked at that and gone, okay, why is this looking wrong? These circle edges aren't coming out where they need to. What we'll do is we'll use these tough blocks to mark where things need to be aligned at different parts of the back box. And then we can check if our cuts line up with those markers. And if they don't, then something's clearly wrong. But we'll figure that out before we do an entire circle, because doing these entire circles is actually a lot of work, and I keep screwing it up somehow. So anyway, let's get on that now. Time skip. The tough is not super obvious, but that's okay because this pencil marking is intended to be subtle. You can see we've got 8 wide circle, 16 wide circle, 8 wide circle, 16 wide circle. Basically, the 4 outside circles are going to be a diameter of 8. The 3 interior circles would be a diameter of 16. And these markings do not line up with a single thing we have cut this entire time. Not a single cut into here has been accurate. So that's a real fun treat for me. I'll be fine. Let's go ahead and start actually trying to get this cut properly. Time skip. So I realized that just having these pencil marks at the top here wasn't super helpful for actually getting anything done. So then I double-checked my math by rebuilding them on the other side, along with a complementary leaf and frog light scaffold. Now, the frog lights allowed me to then place the bamboo scaffolds along here to get these in place. I've already removed all those because I just want to see how this looks without a bunch of extra nonsense. So our friend Etho, he's flying back from the jungle here, and what does he see? Wow, that's exactly like the back of the pinball machine. When you actually measure everything and you get the cuts in the right places at the right proportions, what do you know? It turns out looking real. That is fantastic. Now, we still need to add some grills and to double wall this and stuff, but on the whole, we are way ahead of where we were with this. So let's go keep adding some detail to the back of this machine. Now that we got those cut in up there, there's actually a few cuts we need to make for ventilation in the bottom part of the cabinet, right around here. And I've got the measurements for those now. I'm going to go ahead and get that marked out. Time skip. These vents here should look fantastic from Etho's base. And I've also added another label down here and some more ventilation operations. It's a good start, but you know what? It's not done. In addition, we've got a label here warning people you'll get electrocuted if you mess around with this wire hole. Don't mess around with this wire hole, or get it wet probably. I put some glass in there for that. And then, let's see, what else did I do? It's been about 2 weeks since I've done any real recording. I'm gonna be honest, I needed some time for just reflection and just some time. You know, all the hermits have really come together the last few weeks after TFC's passing. And so while the first part of this episode was recorded before then, I've kind of just been working on this during streams and stuff, but I haven't really felt up to, really record or edit enough the rest of this episode. So here we are now. I've got this fully enclosed with black glass. And you might say, Joe, why would you put black glass on there? Well, that's the interior wall. The exterior wall, where this green, what do you call this, leaves or whatever is, this line here, that's going to be where the final artwork on the sides of the back box goes. In the same way that the final artwork on the sides of the pinball machine will go like along here, and we've got the interior walls made of birch, I decided I should make the interior walls of the back box be some cool glass, so that way you can see the artwork from the inside. That'll be good. So we have a sense of where the interior wall is. We can start mounting circuit boards and running wires along it, but we don't necessarily limit ourselves or our view. We can look out and see the sun. And you know what? I'm pretty happy with that. I am very happy indeed. I've also got a new... This is one of my favorite things. I had this idea on a stream the other night for a mod, because sometimes I wouldn't be paying attention, I'd just be clicking this, and I wouldn't realize that it was saying you could only sleep at night or during thunderstorms. So, luckily, one of my staff members, Toxic Glitter, has been working on his not moderation skills, his modding skills, modification skills, indeed, and took this concept that I threw out kind of as a joke and really ran with it. This should be up online for people to download soon. It's in the approval queue over the holiday weekend. But I love this. It's just the absolute best. There is always joy to be found in Minecraft if you know where to look. And apparently sometimes I just need to look at my pillow and lay my head down and dream. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and link Toxic Glitter's modification creation profile page in the description below. So even though this mod might not be available there yet, hopefully sometime in the next few days you'll be able to find it. Under his name. I've actually never held this down this long. I thought it would just get brighter red, but now it's getting darker red. This is actually terrifying. Now it's like I'm looking through a stencil or something. This is really weird. Okay. There we go. It resets if you step away for a half second. But anyway, so that's fun. You may have noticed that this episode was pre-roll ad-free. That's thanks to Mr. Lance. Thanks, Mr. Lance. You may have also noticed that this episode was mid-roll ad-free, and that's thanks to M. Lavis. In lieu of that mid-roll ad, I will now read a poem of my own devising. The sun may yet set, but I must lay down my head. This text grows bold, red. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.